I want to take us to Genesis chapter 27, where we're introduced to this character named Jacob. And Jacob's really interesting. He's the younger of two brothers, his older brother being Esau. His brother Esau actually was hairy and muscular and athletic and really, really good at sports. And Jacob was more of a mummy's boy, right? He's more of a favorite of his mum. He's more into cooking and staying at home and maybe reading a book or something like that. Well, one day, their father Isaac said to Esau, "Hey, I want to give you a blessing. I want to give you this thing that's owed to you that I, your father, can give you." And while Esau's out the house to go find something to prepare a meal for his father, Jacob actually dresses up like his brother. He goes into his father's room, who's half blind, and his father calls out to him and says, "Who is that? Who is that there? Is that my son Esau, or is it Jacob?" And it says Jacob replies in Genesis 27 verse 19, "It's Esau, your firstborn son." What we have here is something really unique going on, but maybe something that you and I have done as well. It's someone trying to be someone they're not. It's Jacob trying to be Esau. I have an older brother too. He, funnily enough, is more hairy than me, and he's actually more athletic as well. And maybe I was a little bit more into reading books than him. And I can remember during my childhood, during my younger years, trying to be like my older brother, trying to be like him because he was so amazing. When it was almost like if you met me back then, I would be crying out, "Hey, it's me. It's Esau, your firstborn, not being true to me." Who am I trying to be? Who are you trying to be? This is a question we all must answer. Who on earth in this life are we trying to be? Are we being true to ourselves, or are maybe we deceiving ourselves and trying to be someone we're not? Jacob actually goes on this kind of really tumultuous journey. He ends up running away from his father and his mother's household to escape his brother Esau, actually. He ends up going to an uncle, marrying his cousin. Yeah, it's pretty eventful, don't worry. You can go read that one as well. But on his way back, there's this really kind of peculiar moment going on in the narrative that in Genesis chapter 32, we find Jacob wrestling with someone. It's an angel, it's God, whoever it might be. What's really important is there's this moment where the person Jacob's wrestling actually says this, says, "Let me go, for it is daybreak." But Jacob replied, "I will not let you go unless you bless me." And the man asked him his name. So Jacob's just about to arrive back home to be confronted by his brother Esau. And again he's asked this question, "Jacob, what's your name? Who are you? Who is this? Is this my brother? Is this Jacob? Who is this?" "Jacob," he answered. We see here that finally Jacob had come to terms with who he was. Jacob had come to terms with being Jacob. And that's the journey and goal that you and I are on, to coming to terms with being fully Chris, or fully you, however that may look, and being honest with yourself.